Who would have thought that AI tools would turn out to be trash, right? Absolutely nobody, I guess. Despite some CEOs, managers, analytics, and the like, who tend to talk about things they know nothing about and have no experience with. And here's a good example of that. We have gone to the point where self-healing does what self-healing does. It covers up the trash, the real bugs, the real issues within your app or within your organization. And here's a LinkedIn post to confirm what I've just said. It goes like this. Self-healing tests are silently hiding production bugs. Who would have thought? In the wildest dreams, I would have never thought that AI, which self-heals, writes the test by itself, corrects the test by itself. I would have never thought that such type of tool would require human intervention or produce untrustworthy results. So this guy says that I audited 17 tools. Here's what they're actually doing. A user registration bug hit production last week. 400 sign-ups lost. Tests showed all green. Let's take any service with a subscription of, let's say, $30. $30 like per month. The tests have passed because the tool has, probably adjusted the selectors, adjusted the flows, which I highly doubt because, the flows may change. That's why they require human control to understand the new updated logic in order to update the actual tests. And as we all know by now, AI is absolute trash when it comes to context of any project. It can't even remember the context of a single window in your IDE. Let's go back to our potential subs. So we lost 400 potential clients, right? Potential signups. It's not difficult calculation. This is not rocket science. You got like 400 subs and you just multiply it, for example, like by 30. That amount that I just came up with. Which means that you have potentially lost 12 grand per month in subs. All due to these self-healing innovative AI tools, right? So let's go on with it. The self-healing tool did exactly what it promised. It healed the broken tests automatically. So these tools have only one honest thing about them. Yeah, they actually self-heal. And that's it. Without the context, without the real updates, without the business logic, they're just meant to pass. They're not meant to know the context. You cannot blame the devs or the implementations of it because they are designed that way. But you can and you must put the blame on all these idiots who hype these type of things, who ride the hype train and persuade and push this propaganda, push this idea that AI can magically solve all your problems, that you won't have to do a single thing, that you won't have to click a single button. Not gonna work like that. So, the problem, those tests should have failed. The bug was real, the tool hid it. And then he proceeds to say that he spent 40 hours reviewing 17 AI tools that claim self-healing. Most are hunting failures instead of catching them. What I've just said. Pretty obvious. I don't know why it's not so obvious to other people. So then he mentions another author who said, self-healing should be banned. Things should only fail for the right reasons. I don't want things healing, I want them read for the right reasons. Yes, this is exactly how it should be in a real quality assurance process. Especially automation, since we speak in automation. And then he proceeds with a statement that he found 3 types of the self-healers, sort of. Silent healers, dangerous, auto-fix everything, no human review, no approval, no audit trail. AI which builds itself, which revolves around itself, which requires no human intervention. And since any AI tool is designed to please you, it's gonna, or to say that you're absolutely right, that is a good catch, and so on and so forth, it will always hide the truth. Things should fail. It's good when they fail, actually. That means that you're actually evolving. Like anywhere else, when you make mistakes, you become better next time. You are the best neural network or LLM of them all. Human. This is just a mirror. Soulless, but still a mirror. Then he proceeds with, you wake up to green tests. Zero idea what healed or why. Trust in the AI to decide what matters and what doesn't. The next type is loose healers. He says it's risky. Make selectors less specific to past text. We also do that at times, when it's pretty hard to find a distinct one. So tight CSS selectors breaks, replace with loose XPath. Oh, never use XPath, please. Even if you don't have any other options, don't use the XPath. Such frameworks as Playwright almost eliminate the need of XPath usage. You can always, chain by some text. You can always, parse an array of selectors and then select by index. I think that it's best to do so. But please avoid this. This is hell. And it's gonna break on the next very run. Trust me. Specific text match fails. Change to partial match. We have to do that sometimes. Sometimes the page DOM is so trashy that it's best to find or to select an element by, by some specific substring of a class, like a partial match. So I wouldn't throw that out in the trash, completely. Then he says that tests pass more often, but they test less precisely. Agree on that. Trade inflated tests for imprecise tests. And last but not least, we got the transparent healers. Potentially useful. Suggest fixes, but require human approval. Still, even though it's an AI tool, it still requires human intervention. They show you what broke, and show you the proposed change. Show you why. You review, you decide, and you approve or reject. He proceeds with the playwright healer, as an example. AI validates, but you think, and you make the decisions, basically. AI validates, but you think, and you, as an operator of this tool, make a decision. Which is exactly how it should be at all times. And yeah, actually, to wrap this up, I just wanted to say that never rely on the flashy, on the bright, colorful, those dynamic and super mega polished marketing demos that bring you a false sense of the almightiness of the tool that they're promoting. Automation will never be fully, full cycle automated. You still need to have a human operator. And this will never change, not in the wildest dreams, not in 10 years, not in 15, not in 20, due to two main reasons. Number one, every project is unique, every setup is unique, every infrastructure is unique. Every project uses different set of, technical tools, sort of has different tech stacks. And number two, once again, I'm gonna repeat this while I can talk, So AI without control, supervision, or overviewing is trash. It's untrustworthy. Sooner than later, it's gonna hallucinate, it's gonna produce shitty results or trash fixes, which are gonna hide real issues, which in its own terms gonna result in the decline of your product quality. So that's about it. But anyway, tell me what you think. Write down in the comments. And see you next time. Peace out.